moment treasured forever. A moment savored for life. Bliss in its purest form. The sun, moon, water and the blue sky. This is the story of four coming together as one, experiencing a dream. Lakshadweep, the islands of dreams.
Lakshadweep. Do you remember the first time you heard of this place?
I don't know. I think when I was a little girl, like 10 years old, that time my dad used to always talk about it. He always wanted to take us there, but it never happened, sadly.
I've always been intrigued by Lakshadweep. Those tiny dots on the Arabian Sea on the school maps.
This place, my friend, is the best holiday vacation in India. How? You'll come to know. Hi, I'm Vishnu.
Hi, I'm Sarita, and these two are little ones, Shrishti and Aryan.
And we are a happy family of four, or at least going to pretend to be.
Please don't be fooled by his sense of humor. Actually, he's talking all nonsense. It's just the hangover of a great vacation, which he was actually going to cancel.
This is the story of our journey to one of the most beautiful places on earth, the best kept secret of India. The canvas on which God has painted some of his most beautiful creations. The islands where man and nature have become one. The best part is, it still exists in the way it was always meant to be.
We have had our share of major tourist spots all over India. But Lakshadweep was different. Very different.
We were going to attend the annual Minicoy Fest, which takes place around Christmas every year. The kids were really excited, as was Sarita. So we took a cruise ship from Kochi to Minicoy. The ship journey was quite a memorable one. Srishti was so happy to see the water and the dolphins. All four of us just ran around, screamed, shouted, waved. Did every crazy thing that my kids wanted. What great fun! Offering no frill comforts, this cruise is an experience that is not to be missed. Both the first and second class accommodation in the ship have all the essential facilities. The air-conditioned cabins, the lounge, lets you travel with the utmost comfort. The restaurant usually turns out to be the most preferred spot on the ship, with delicious food being served on the journey. The informational counter is extremely helpful for the tourists to avail all necessary information. There is also a doctor on board for any emergency situations. This, of course, is just the insides of the ship. There is a lot to be experienced on the outside as well. Our first destination was the legendary island of Minicoy. Minicoy is the southernmost island of Lakshadweep, situated at a distance of 398 kilometers southwest of Kochi in Kerala. It's well known for its pristine white sand beaches and calm lagoons. Beaches here are covered with coconut trees, swaying to the gentle breeze, and the blue waters around are brimming with exotic marine life. This enchanting island has something to offer to everyone.
Right from the moment I stepped on the island, each day brought me closer to emotions and things I never knew I had within me. Like someone was touching me and waking me up.
We had a lovely morning in Minicoy. Actually, the feeling is undescribable when you see your family play together, having fun, enjoying. It's so beautiful.
As we approach the end of the day, we catch a glimpse of the moon adorning the sky and experience tranquility at its best. The moonlight fades into warm beams of the sun with a marvelous sunrise that one shouldn't miss.
But let me tell you, when you're in Lakshadweep, don't miss the sunrise. The place is brimming with nature and spirituality.
The island of Minicoy is divided into 10 villages or avas, each of which is headed by a unanimously elected mopan, or the village administrator. It runs like a well-oiled machine with a lot of camaraderie between every member of the island.
Minicoy, famously referred to as the female island in Marco Polo's book, is well known for its matriarchal system, which in simple language means women rule the show here. I hope my wife doesn't get to know of this.
To know more about the villages and their culture, we went to meet the mopan, or the village administrator, of one of the villages.
हमारे यहाँ से सिस्टम यही है, लड़का जाते हैं लड़की के घर पे शादी के बाद, शादी करते हैं हम लोग, शादी करने के बाद लड़का जाते हैं लड़की के घर पे.
अच्छा?
बहुत अच्छी सिस्टम है, हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा सिस्टम है.
डाउरी सिस्टम नहीं है?
नहीं, डाउरी सिस्टम नहीं है यहाँ पे.
यहाँ पे स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज भी है ना?
हाँ, इंडस्ट्री है, थोड़ा बहुत है. हम जो हमारा जितना काम करने का वो रखे हुए हैं. एक्सपोर्ट वगैरह भी करते हैं पहले ऐसा खाली बोरी में भर के बेच देते. अब इसको टिन बनाते हैं. हमारा फिशिंग का ये भी है.
We found many interesting facts about Minicoy. It consists of 10 traditional villages. Everywhere it is nice and clean. There's no garbage, dirt or dust. And when we asked the villagers, they said the village people themselves keep the whole area clean. So all this was fascinating.
The villages, the culture, the food, the beaches, everything was a world apart from where I come from. I was going to miss it. But our stay in Minicoy was not over yet. Up next was the visit to the famous lighthouse. The shipwrecks on the coral reefs near the island made the British government consider construction of a lighthouse at Minicoy. It was established in the year 1885. The view from the lighthouse is just magical. You can see the entire island and the endless water all around. The shining white sand around looks like a stunning piece of jewelry worn by the island.
This entire place is buzzing with such interesting things I can't tell you. It's got a kind of an old world charm about it.
The accommodation at the Minicoy resort is just great. The resort has been built such that it blends with the rest of the island and brings out the spirit of Lakshadweep. the hospitality shown at the resort makes the visitors feel warm and wanted. We were going to attend the annual Minicoy Fest. One of the major events at the festival is the annual Jaha Doni boat race.
As you can see, there are lots of people here, almost the entire island. The men in Minicoy are famous as some of the best seamen in the world. So it was going to be a very fascinating race.
Oh wow, what an unforgettable experience. Rows of colorful boats, high levels of energy, people rooting for their favorite teams, and this mesmerizing music. We all can feel the adrenaline rush around us. Each island in Lakshadweep offers you something unique. I'd say Minicoy, thanks to its unique culture and people, is the pulse of Lakshadweep. But it was time to say goodbye and get to our next destination. Our next destination in this journey was the island of Kavaratti, the capital of the Union Territory of Lakshadweep. Situated at a distance of 404 kilometers from Kochi, Kerala, it is an enchanting place that has attracted tourists from all over India. The island offers an unparalleled beauty which not only rejuvenates your senses, but refreshes your mind, body and soul. And if you love the waters, then this is the right place to be. In a land where boats form the lifeline for the people, we decided to go for an early morning boat ride. Do you want to know what happened next?
सागर किनारे दिल ये पुकारे तू जो नहीं तो मेरा कोई नहीं है.
That's my wife. She can't keep silent even for a moment.
Look who's talking. Now what to do? It's early morning in Kavaratti. Kids are sleeping. And I am stuck in the middle of the sea with this man, my good old husband. And you know what I feel like doing right now? Is to just push him out of this boat.
Wow, what a romantic boat ride.
Yeah, indeed. He won't change.
After spending some romantic time with each other and with the island's pristine beauty keeping us company, we decided to explore the other elements of the island.
The coconuts here are very rich in oil and very, very tasty too. This coconut water I haven't tasted anywhere else in India.
The Ujra Mosque in Kavaratti was built in the 17th century. This beautiful structure with its bright red terracotta slopes and a courtyard made of white coral dust is a treat to the eyes.
One finds a lot of peace and tranquility in Lakshadweep. There is a spiritual aura one can feel. Right now we are standing outside the historical Ujra Mosque, which was built more than 400 years back. We are now going to have a look at the mosque.
There are more than 50 mosques in Kavaratti, but Ujra Mosque has a restricted entry due to the religious values and sentiments attached to it. It has beautifully carved pillars, intricately designed ceiling, and an elaborately designed veranda. This religious abode is truly a place that gives solace to the soul. When you come over to an island surrounded by nature, you want to be connected to it all the time. The Kavaratti Resort does just that. Designed and built to synchronize with the surroundings, one can stay here comfortably and enjoy nature. The food at Lakshadweep usually consists of rice and fish. But for tourists, there is a good spread available at the restaurant here. They can enjoy the food by the seashore with a marvelous view. Our first major water activity in Lakshadweep was to go for snorkeling.
Do we look like aliens? We are not. We are just going snorkeling. My wife, she's afraid of swimming in the water. But snorkeling is something that anyone, even if you don't know swimming, can do. It's fun, it's easy to learn, and it's a great way to see marine life.
Apart from being a fun activity, snorkeling is a blessing for people who do not know how to swim. One can explore the underwater beauty of these islands, the diverse and vivid marine life in Lakshadweep gives people an opportunity to swim along with the various underwater life forms and see the untouched corals.
Fabulous. Snorkeling is one of the best experiences I've ever had. The lovely marine life, the corals, the fish, and the beauties that you see with your own eyes.
Apart from being an island of beauty and culture, Kavaratti is also an ideal picnic spot for families.
If you really ask me what is the true happiness in life, it lies in the smile of your kids.
The beaches are very clean, and the joy of watching your kids build white sand castles is unparalleled. And when it comes to our kids, almost anything's possible.
Best birthday gift, and you all are the best kids in the world. As you can see, from mummy, I've become a mummy. I'm just loving it.
You know, the best part of Lakshadweep as a holiday destination is that it just lets you be. I mean, miles away from the madding crowd, noise, pollution.
It is a place where you can relax and be with yourself, where one can soak in the sun, enjoy the air and the beauty.
After spending a wonderfully sporty day with the family in Kavaratti, it was time to move to our next destination, Kadmat. It is also known as Cardamom Island. Apart from providing great accommodation with excellent rooms for over 50 people, this resort ensures that tourists are at comfort. The Kadmat Resort can appeal to all kinds of visitors and also offers them an excellent view of the sea and has multiple water sport activities for the tourists to choose from, thanks to the Water Sports Institute present here. The island of water sports, adventure and adrenaline. And when it comes to adrenaline, nothing beats scuba diving. The instructors here are PADI certified.
So as we go down, our air spaces get compressed because the outer pressure is more.
My wife, as usual, was a little skeptical about going deep under the sea. But then, she eventually joined us, all dressed up in the scuba suit.
What is so special about Lakshadweep for diving?
Lakshadweep is having some of the world's best dive sites, and people from around the world come and dive here.
Okay.
And one of the best attraction is some of the really very ancient shipwrecks which attracts more people from the diving community. And are we ready to go diving?
Oh, we are.
Okay, so shall we go diving?
Once you enter the water, it is a whole different world itself. It is an experience that is surreal. An ecosystem with a range of shapes, sizes, and colors. With a variety of fishes and corals, it is an unending assortment of marine life. There are also exotic turtles around these islands that attract tourists from all over the world. The untouched underwater beauty of Lakshadweep is a dream dive for diving enthusiasts world over. The thrill of being amongst nature's elements in a different space is just fantastic.
One of the best experiences I've ever had. The feeling of being one with the water, with the fish, with the sea world, with marine life. You have to do it to experience it.
I mean, there's an entire world out there. It's beautiful.
Our time in Kadmat may have been short, but the experience of becoming one with the water world was unforgettable. It was going to be very difficult to follow up on this experience. Another interesting island at the Lakshadweep is Kalpini. It is one of the more progressive islands of Lakshadweep, as the literacy level here is very high. The Kumel beach is just exceptional. One of the most interesting things here is that from the beaches of Kalpini, one can view other islands nearby, as one can walk through the water and reach those tiny, beautiful islands. The uninhabited Cheriam Island is close by, and the administration is planning to develop this place into a world-class tourist destination. Agatti, a paradise island, is the gateway to Lakshadweep. Housing the only airport in Lakshadweep, the experience of landing on this island is that of a lifetime. It is a land where nature embraces you. A single road runs through the entire island. Considering its small size, a bicycle is the best mode of travel through various parts of this beautiful island. And that is exactly what we did in Agatti.
What excited me most was the color of the water and the clean beaches. These islands are one of the few beautiful spots left in our world. We should preserve them for our future generations.
It just lets you be. I mean, miles away from the madding crowd, noise, pollution, closer to nature, closer to your Indian culture, art, music. It's so beautiful.
Folk music and dance have always been a very integral part of Indian identity. So it was no different in Lakshadweep. Here in Agatti, we discovered some of the most unique and vibrant dance forms like Parichakalli and Kolkali.
Oh my god, the Kolkali dance? You should have seen Vishnu. God!
There are few better sights in the world than watching a group of folk performers under a wide open sky in front of the sea. What a magical evening it was.
This is called the Parichakalli dance. It looks easy, but it isn't.
It was time to end this journey of a lifetime, visiting some of the most beautiful places on earth. Just when you think you've seen it all, we get to Bangaram, an island blessed with beauty in abundance. The perfect way to end this blissful holiday. Bangaram holds the title of the jewel of Lakshadweep. Miles and miles, all you can see is just the loveliest of lagoons. Where your eyes go, each image a frame unto itself. You can literally walk through a large part of the lagoon. The moment we reached there, we knew this is the way we wanted to end this trip, in love, peace and togetherness.
Bangaram is very close to Agathi, so it was like a day trip for us. What a completely crazy day. We just loved it.
You know, Vishnu keeps talking about Bangaram all the time. But actually, if you ask me, what did we do there? Nothing at all. All four of us, we just lay down on the beach, relaxing, looking at the sky, not speaking a word, and just wondering at this beautiful creation of God. I've been to holidays before, you know, but this time, I saw Vishnu so carefree. I've never seen him like this before. You know, the journey was coming to an end, and I could see my kids were really sad because each island had left us with lifetime of memories. It was an amazing experience.
We came here as individuals from a family, but are leaving as one. The spirit of these islands embraced us and brought us back to life. We realized that dreams do come true. Lakshadweep, the islands of dreams.